Welcome back. It is Friday night, which means it is time to meet our New Yorker of the Week. Tonight we honor a woman who's using theater to give young people an outlet to their real-life struggles. Take a look.
Stop! Jump!
Helen White believes in young people.
Because young people and what they have to say needs to be taken seriously.
For the last 18 years, she has dedicated herself to helping them do just that by giving them a voice through theater.
They have to look at their lives, look at the world around them, and decide what do they think is important, what do they want to do theater about.
Helen founded the Creative Arts Team Youth Theater Program, a nonprofit group at the City University of New York. It provides middle and high school students in the city with a free after-school program where they can explore issues that affect them.
Often they are in a situation where they feel they're being judged at school, they're being graded at school, there's a lot of pressure at home. Theatre enables you to try on many different roles, so you really can gain an understanding of others, while at the same time imagining different alternatives for where your own life might go, or the different possibilities and pathways out of perhaps struggles that you're having.
Are you sure you want to do this?
Personally, family-wise, I've dealt with people with mental health problems. I just thought that it would be a really good topic to choose.
Inside Out, the group's current production, gives the students an opportunity to share their experiences with poverty, relationships, Hurricane Sandy, and more. All things that have turned their lives inside out.
At its core, theater isn't Broadway. It's actually much more based than that. It's people expressing themselves.
I'm no longer shy. I'm not afraid to express my thoughts. This place has really allowed me to speak my mind, and I've taken that into the real world.
Is knowing better than not knowing?
And so, for giving young New Yorkers a stage on which to share their struggles and creativity, Helen White is our New Yorker of the Week. And joining me now in the studio is our New Yorker of the Week, Helen White. So thank you so much for coming in and for doing what you've been doing. You are inspiring others, but what inspired you to start this program?
You know, I was thinking about that this week. I actually was in a youth theatre when I was about 18 myself, just left home, just gone to college. And it gave me a place to be in a community and found a group of like-minded people. I went into the theatre, and even though I was working as a professional actor and director, I always wanted to work with teenagers. I was always finding a way to do that. And when I moved to New York City, I was given the opportunity to run a graduate class in training people how to play build. And rather than just doing it in theory, we wanted the students to have an opportunity to work with real young people. So we got 40 volunteers from throughout the schools in New York City, and they came and they worked with us. And at the end of that summer, they were all saying, this was great. We were asked for our own ideas. People were really listening to us. We'd like to do more of this. What's next? And so we started the weekly group, and 18 years later, we're still going.
I was going to say, 18 years later, it's still going in some form. What keeps you going?
You know, there's something about theatre is a passion, and theatre is exciting because you're creating something from nothing. But there's also something about the fact that it's not just theatre, but it's impacting young people's lives. The fact that they get to really think about what it is they want to say, to analyse the world around them, make choices about what they want to say, and then actually have the opportunity to do something with that. You can see how much it builds self-esteem and confidence. And then when the parents and the teachers and their friends come to see the work that they've created, you can really see that they kind of go, oh, hang on, I can make an impact. I can actually do something with my life. And young people really do go on to kind of want to take that into the rest of their lives.
Yeah, how does theatre, though, do that? How does theatre help these young folks navigate these complexities of what they're going through these days?
Well, because we're not working with a script or a writer, we're actually creating it through improvisation from their lives and from the world around them. We have to have discussions about what's going on that's important in your life and in the world around you. What do you want to celebrate? What do you want to criticise, to say should be done differently? And through theatre, we actually get to put those things up, but through fantasy. Like, we create characters, so there's a protection, if you like, in terms of we're actually creating scenes about that. We research it, and then we put it up to an audience, and people are made to think, they're made to laugh, perhaps to cry, to maybe feel uncomfortable about some of those issues, which means that the young people then also get a bigger discussion with a larger community about what those issues are and what those issues mean.
Sometimes I'm assuming you make a connection with the kid, or the child, I want to call them a child, they're young adults. How does that make you feel as the person who's spearheaded this process for almost 2 decades now? There must be some fresh feeling each time you make that new connection with a new young child.
Absolutely. They're all so different. Everybody is so unique. Everybody brings something. Yeah, over the years, there's been so many special, they're all special young people, but the different ways that they can come to life in the shows. I remember a mother saying to me, I've seen sides of my daughter I never knew. And I think one of the joys of a program like this is that it really does enable them to step up into the spotlight and shine, and for all of us to celebrate who they are.
18 years and going, how long will you be doing this?
I'm not planning to give it up anytime soon, but one of the things I'm excited about is that we now have an MA in Applied Theatre, and we're training other graduate students how to do this work. So there are increasingly now more and more people who are excited to do this. Some of the youth theatre members themselves have actually come on to do the MA, or going on wanting to start their own youth theatres, so that it can keep rippling on.
And perhaps we'll honour them as the New Yorkers
Wouldn't
of the week
that be
in years
fabulous?
to come. Helen White, our New Yorker of the Week, thank you so much for coming in.
Thank you, John.
Telling us your story. For more information, you can go online to creativeartsteam.org. And remember, if you know someone who would make a good New Yorker of the Week, email us at nyer@ny1.com, or send us a letter, address it to New York One News, New Yorker of the Week. We're at 75 9th Avenue, 6th floor, New York, New York, 10011. That's all the time we have for now. I'm John Schumo. I may talk with you on Monday.